As part of Lincoln Park Zoo's commitment to conserving animals and their habitat around the world, we've had a presence in Tanzania since 1995. Our work with partners there includes using science to manage a variety of species, including many charismatic African animals, and protecting critically important wildlife corridors. In 2019, Senior Conservation Scientist Dr. Charles Foley and Research Coordinator Laura Foley joined zoo staff to better study and protect the wildlife of Tanzania, home to some of the world's richest and most biodiverse ecosystems.
So we lived in Tanzania for many years, about 25 years, and we had a tented camp in the middle of Tarangire National Park where we raised our two girls and worked and lived conservation work in Tanzania. We are very excited to be working with the Lincoln Park Zoo and be with the Tanzania Conservation Research Program, where we can continue that work in Tanzania and continue protecting lions and giraffes and African painted dogs and zebra and wildebeest and elephants. So we're very excited to be here.
Part of the conservation work involves protecting migration routes in the northern part of the country. The Foley's focus is on the Tarangire savanna ecosystem, which has the 5th largest movement of terrestrial mammals on the planet. More than 80,000 animals move across this region twice a year.
You've got wildebeest, you've got zebra, you have elephant, African buffalo, lion, wild dog. And what happens is that in the dry season, all of these animals, they move into the Tarangire National Park and they stay there. And the reason they stay there is because the park provides really the only water in the whole surrounding area.
The ability to migrate is vital to the survival of many species, and keeping migration paths clear can't be done without developing close relationships with the local people who live in the region and working to meet their needs.
The communities living around the park are predominantly cattle people. They are the Maasai. And the problem for both the Maasai and for the wildlife in the park is that people have been moving in and starting to create farms, which act, first of all, to block the wildlife movement, but also remove valuable grazing land from the Maasai. So we, with our partners in Tanzania, the Ujamaa Community Resource Team, have been working to work with communities to help set aside large areas of land for cattle grazing and, as a result, keep them open for wildlife movement. So it is a win-win both for the local communities and for the wildlife.
The Ujamaa Community Resource Team works to improve the lives of pastoralist, agro-pastoralist, and hunter-gatherer communities in northern Tanzania. It empowers communities in multiple ways, like supporting them to secure rights to their land and natural resources. The organization also helps these communities sustainably manage their natural resources and explore new ways of benefiting from them.
We then started working with the Ujamaa Community Resource Team in 2005 and have been working with them to try to protect land outside the park that belongs to communities. So with the wildlife migration, we needed to protect those community lands so that the lions and elephants and zebra and wildebeest could continue to migrate outside the park when they weren't in the protection of the national park.
Lincoln Park Zoo partners with the Ujamaa Community Resource Team to provide financial support and technical expertise. The partnership has helped protect over 2 million acres of land to support the community's traditional livelihoods and animal movement, benefiting humans while also protecting wildlife. Hopefully, this will help wildlife in northern Tanzania thrive for decades and centuries to come.